Okay, we're here working with Chester and Kona. I have my human brain that I use to talk to the camera. Understand, look at these wonderfully happy little dogs here. They're happy because they're denning animals. Fish like to be in water. Dogs like to be in dens. We like to get under the covers, close the light. We want that. The dogs love it. They don't fight, they don't bark, there's no anxiety. I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of how we roll with the dog. Dog's right there. I come over. I'm standing up here. We live up here. The dogs live down here. The more we fiddle, the more we look, talk, and touch dogs, the bigger this problem becomes. Dogs cannot process human language. I open the crate. We have opposing thumbs. They don't. They can't open this. I teach them they can't come out without permission. Each dog, although they're litter mates, they have completely different personalities. I get low, and that will trigger the dog to come. Okay, good boy. I love good behavior. No food. Look, love, love, love. I stand up straight. Doggy SITs. A little correction. Good boy. Heel. Good. Yeah. I stop. I pivot out my right. The dog stays. He's a little more active than I want him to come. Good. There's our little recall on a 6-foot leash. Obviously, we need to do that on a bigger leash. Company's coming. We're going out. We've played in the fields. We've done all this exciting stuff. Time for the dog to go back in the den so the wolf don't kill him. Place. Go place. This is where he gets food. The only place in the universe the dog gets a treat. Look at this nice bacon. He doesn't get food at the kitchen table. I'll give him a little one. This is it. He gets the treat. He loves it. No talk, no touch. I go to my next doggy. Open. He can't come out without permission. What is the permission? The permission is dropping lows. Observe, please. Permission is this. Okay, good doggy. He comes. I love. I stand up. I love him. Well, then I see the wolf there. We need to go here. I am relaxed. I stop. Doggy sits. I pivot out my right. Doggy STAYs. I raise my right hand. Doggy, down. He doesn't see me. I raise my right foot. He tried to avoid looking at me to get out of doing it. Very smart doggy. I love him. I walk with my left. I go past all these mongrels. Hi, pup. This one was just looking, barking. Now, again, I hear the wolf. I need to go to the grocery store. He needs to go. Go place. Good. Go place. He gets pushed in. Good. Stays in. Treat. Look at the lovely beds. They're better beds than I got. Ow. I come over here and I practice. He can't come out. Let's see, you got a squeaky toy, anything? They're right there, throw. Here comes Santa Claus. Here it comes. He goes back. Go place. Very firm. Not abusive. Whee! Food. Good. This is a work in progress, by the way. Today's Monday, Sunday. We have about 4 days left to put this all together. The only place these dogs get fed is in their crib. Chester lays down, doesn't want to be part of this nonsense. This dog thinks he's going to come out soon. Wrong. The other ones are paying good attention to class. They didn't bring me an apple. They're paying good attention to us. Early on, this little fellow was growling at me. Thought it was my stomach growling. So here we have this beautiful dynamic. We want both dogs out. Let's see what happens. Put this down. Okay, guys. Yeah, babies. Babies, babies. No jumping? Yeah, man. Yeah. Now here we are. What's the problem? Good doggy. Good. Good dog. Geniuses. It's really simple. Straightforward. We're going to put this all together. We go to the train station. The dogs have to subordinate to human beings, period. They're triggered by movement, sound, and touch. Movement, sound, and touch. So don't look, talk, or touch. And we have a wonderful thing. Let's see if they come to me. Guys, yes. Hi, my babies. Hi, my babies. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, hey. This is a pack. Whoa. Whoa. I correct, because he's getting too familiar with me. I correct. No fighting here. All right, say goodbye. Okay, moving along with our two boot camps of Chester and Kona. This is Chester. Each dog, they may look alike and they may came from the same mother, but they have different personalities. So that nothing's going to change. We've got to teach them to be on our left, and we have to recognize, we have to teach them what we want. We don't demand things that they can't process. Ashley's going to step out with her left and move around, and we're going to go outside. She turns left. Look at how nice and relaxed. The trick is Ashley's hands. There's no tension. She's just making left turns. We don't have to be out in the rain to do this. When she stops, the dog will come to a stop and sit. She loves the dog. The dog is required to stay there. So we praise good behavior. We're about a third of the way through this. A third. So that's pretty good. We're going to work with one dog at a time, and then we're going to work with both dogs together. I'm going to drop my toy, and the dog won't get up. I'm going to throw food, and the dog won't get up. This is the beginning. When he does, he gets corrected. A little more leash. That's right. And then we're going to go outside, and we're going to expose Chester to other dogs. And this is the process. Consistency, relaxation. Remember, don't look, talk, or touch. There's no talking. We make sounds, and we have body movement. For example, her left foot is going to trigger walking, and her right foot, what the conclusion, is going to trigger the stay command. So she's going to go outside, and we're going to go follow through with this. Go ahead. Remember, the dog's needs have to be met. Free time. So free time is when a dog, so she released him by saying okay, and now he has to figure out that this is his opportunity, and he doesn't know it yet. And we'll wait a few minutes. He don't know. Good. So she's whispering, okay. That's his command to it. Now he can do things he can't do when she's in movement. All right. Not yet. Okay, so now she's going to step out with her left and say heel. So that's back to work. Go straight. When she says heel, the party's over, meaning there's no sniffing, talking, touching, only to mark good behavior. Make a left turn. Boom. She walks right into him using her knees. Then she's going to come to a stop. Good. She's going to praise him. Now watch. His ears will say. So we're doing the exact same exercise. We're going to bring a dog out. The dog is telling us, come on out. So she's got a dog. She's going to walk towards me. Yep. Good. The dog, Chester got up. Now you go back the other way. That a girl. Go, 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 go. Good. Good. She goes back the other way. Go towards my car. So we're setting this dynamic up. We're not walking to the dog park. We're teaching this dog that he doesn't have to bark and go crazy at another dog. If you don't mind, just walk that way towards, yeah, there you go. Good. And this isn't behavior that has to be taught. His instincts is to bark or pull, then come back. His instinct is to bark or pull. Good. And this is as good as it gets for a third of the way through. We're not going to violate this space yet. We will soon. Ashley's going to step out with her left, and she's moving. Good. And then she's going to make a right. Good. Good. She's going to go fast. And how you know the dog is healing if he adjusts his pace. She's going to make a right. So So let's see if the dog adjusts. Now normal, and come to a stop. So there's slight corrections. You got to moderate the correction. It's on a spectrum. Punishment has to meet the crime. But that's good for today. So our little assistant here is going to go back to where he was. And that's the end of training for today. Okay, we're finishing up our boot camp. Here we have our 2 boot camp dogs. What we're doing is just pushing the envelope a little. The handler always has to be relaxed. There can never be tension on the leash. We can't hold the dog back. We're working with the 2 dogs. We have one, we taught him to get in his place and not get up. So this allows us to work with the 2 dogs separately. So I'm going to step out with my left foot, and that makes the dog move. I come towards the door. And I highly recommend the owner works with the dog separately.
The next thing we have is Tuesday the 22nd. We have morning appointments available.
Good.
If you're looking for an
Good boy.
afternoon, the next
Good.
afternoon we have
Dog
is
heels.
Thursday the 24th.
He sits when I stop. Lays down.
I'm sorry,
can drop the leash.
we booked up for tomorrow.
This is kind of advanced training. This is a little bit more than our basic obedience training. What we're going to do
We
is
do them on Saturdays, just the next
we're
Saturday.
going to cut. And we're going to take one dog, put him in his den, and we're going to take the other dog out to run around and do the recall. So remember, dog training is a process, and it has to be continually reinforced. So these dogs are 10 or 11 months old. They have a long life, and this has to be consistent. So we teach the dogs to go place, and that means they stay there. We don't have to look, talk, touch. We shouldn't be look, talk, and touch. We shouldn't be bending over. We shouldn't be pointing. I could drop food. I can drop anything. I could open this front door to the house. There's no triggers here. Leash and collar is on so we can reinforce this behavior. When these 2 dogs go back to the pet owner's house, they're going to be right back to where they were, unless the owner doesn't look, talk, or touch and become relaxed and reinforce what we've taught them. Thank you. All right. Close. All right, so here we are. The dog is in a place with a 6-foot leash on. Let's see if somebody can walk by without stimulating the dog. And again, space is an issue. If the dog gets too close, that would be a problem. So that was excellent. And you can come back, honey. Leash and collar is always on when the dog's under our supervision. Perfect. So you can see that. His ears are telling us he probably should be corrected, but that was fine. Okay, so we're finishing up. The dogs are trained to go to their den, their separate dens, and they lay on their bed, and they don't come out without any, we can drop food, we can do all kinds of things, and the dogs won't get out. This is done by teaching and reinforcing and consistency. So we're so consistent. Now, if we were going to leave the room, of course, they can't run freely. Despite what we think, dogs cannot have free roam of a house or a backyard. All dogs are always supervised, especially 10-month-old dogs. These are young dogs, adolescent dogs. They're not fully mature, so they need structure, and they sleep perfectly fine in here. So, you know, it's something that without this, you're going to go many steps backwards with the dogs, but that's certainly a personal choice. When we want the dogs, all we're going to do is the leader of the pack, in this case is Ashley. She's just going to, now the dogs are, you don't need to be an animal behaviorist. They're laying down, they're relaxed. Now the leader is just going to drop low and clap her hands and the dogs will come to her. Go ahead.
Okay, boys.
And she's going to love them, love them, love them, love them, love them.